The star-studded shows each night at LP Field are another huge highlight of CMA Music Festival. We had the opportunity to go backstage to talk to many of the artists performing at the sold-out shows about their Music Fest experiences.
This is the first place I got positive confirmation that I was going to have a career. And that was when it was still called Fanfare. I was a new artist who had a song in the 40s, I think, maybe the 20s if I was lucky, called Who Needs Pictures, and that was struggling up the chart. And I sang a new song in front of the grandstand audience called He Didn't Have to Be, that, having never heard it, the entire audience stood up and gave me a standing ovation in the middle of a 100-degree day, which is usually the weather this week. And I started crying, and the head of my record label started crying, and basically they just said, you just floored us. And as an artist, when you write a song and you stand up in front of an audience, that's the absolute ultimate response that you could have, is someone who's never heard it stands up. And so, I mean, that was the moment I thought, I think I'm going to be okay. I think this struggle that we're having on my first single will be a distant memory when that one comes out, and it was. And it was interesting, and so this has always meant something to me, and every year when it's possible, we're here.
The first time I came to Fanfare, I just signed a publishing deal, and it was still at the fairgrounds. And in fact, the next year when I actually got to play CMA Fest, I was very upset because I really wanted to play the fairgrounds.
I went on tour with Jason Aldean and Luke Bryan after the first of the year until April. And that was incredible because they sold out like every show, and I got to open up for them. And then I got to sing Don't You Want to Stay with Jason during his set. So not only did I get to open up for two of the most amazing males in country music, but I got to sing while Jason was on stage, and like everybody's like so into it by that point in the show, and I rose up on this elevator thing, and I walked down, and the people screamed really loud, and it made me feel really cool. And it was just a life-changing experience for me. My stage presence got better, and I feel more comfortable in front of people, and just, I don't know, it was just awesome. I hadn't performed in front of that many people in a room besides here with Martina last year. So it was a great learning experience for me, and now I'm on tour with Sugarland.
Gelled as a band more. We've got a werewolf in the band. You know, we've matured. We're better musicians, we're better writers, we're better as a band and as a unit, and it reflects in the music. And we spend hours and hours writing the songs and hours arranging them and recording them and everything. We work harder than a lot of other bands, I think. So I think that's what sets us apart.
It's been exciting. You know, we did we're at the CMT Awards last night, and then afterwards we had a little romantic dinner, all of us and our spouses, and it was really cool. It was a pretty fun night. Then I met up with Luke Bryan. Then it turned into a crazy night, of course. But it's been a lot of fun, and just excited about performing. I mean, the energy in front of 60,000 people is something we look forward to every year.
That's obviously what this festival's about. Is for us to get a chance to get up close and personal with fans, and they've given us a lot over the last few years, and not only me, just every artist that has a career. I mean, they're the reason. So, a week like this where we can show our appreciation and kind of tell them thank you in person and do some extra stuff just so they can come out and be a part of it, to me that's easy stuff, and it's definitely worth it. So it's a cool thing that the CMA does every year.
Country music is the only genre that has a week dedicated to our fans, and that's cool, and it's been going on for so long. And without them coming to see us shows and buying our records, we don't have a job. And this is our week as artists to say thank you for giving us a job all year long. And it's cool. I mean, it's today at my fan club party, just looking out, I've gotten to know a lot of them, because I see them all the time. And and they embrace the Annies, and they embrace everything I do. And so it's cool. It's like you have kind of like a force behind you when you have, you know, such hardcore fans. You feel like they got your back.
That's about all the time we have for today's show, and we hope you've enjoyed our CMA coverage. In case you can't get enough from Nashville, make sure to catch Luke Bryan and Kimberly Perry as they co-host Country's Night to Rock from the CMA Music Festival September 17th on ABC. Now, if you want to get Inside Music Row on the go, search for the True Country app and download it today to get exclusive artist features and interviews. We're going to leave you today with Craig Morgan and his hit, This Old Boy. Don't miss out next week when we walk the carpet at the CMT Awards. Until next time, I'm Bailey for Inside Music Row, and I'll see you again real soon.